Hi, and welcome to the Medapply YouTube channel. In this video, we have a first-year medical student speak with us about his experiences as an international student in the UK.
Hi guys, my name is Shahyr Shehzad and I'm currently a first-year medic at UCL. So right now I'm about halfway through my first year and a few days into my second term. So today I'm just going to talk to you guys a bit about my experience applying to the UK, why I chose the UK, and how it's been so far living in London as an international student. So before I start that, I'm just going to give a brief introduction about myself. I'm an international student from Pakistan and Singapore, and one of the things I like doing in my free time is playing cricket. So that's something I've also taken up at university. So a bit about my experience applying to the UK. It was a bit of a long and stressful process because just the way the medicine application is, you have to prepare for your interviews, you have to prepare for your admission tests, and your personal statements also due in earlier. But I think I was quite lucky that I was supported quite well by my school, my parents, and by my seniors. I could do one thing differently. I would study in the summer before year 13 for my admission test and a bit for my personal statement, because the application process is a bit overwhelming and it did get difficult for me to balance that with schoolwork, and it did lead me to getting a bit stressed. So if that's one piece of advice I would give, is that. The reasons why I applied to the UK was firstly and foremostly, in the UK you can study medicine undergrad, and that's something I really wanted to do. Like, I just wanted to get into university and study medicine right from the go, rather than doing another bio degree and then going into medicine. Secondly, one of the things that really attracted me towards UK universities was the opportunity to take a year out of medicine and pursue an IBSc. So that's called your integrated year, and you are allowed to pursue a degree of a subject of your choice. This also gives you a lot of opportunities for research, and that's something that I was quite interested in. So at UCL, we get our integrated year in year 3. I think lastly, one of the main reasons I applied to the UK was I really wanted to study in London. Medicine is quite an overwhelming degree, and the way I see it is you need to pick a university and a city that suits you as a person. And for me personally, that was London and UCL. London in the sense that I really like the city. It's a city that I'm really familiar with, the city that I'm comfortable with. So I thought that would really help ease the nervousness of moving to a completely new country. In terms of my experience here as an international student, it has had its ups and downs. This year obviously has been quite different from the other years, being COVID and many lockdowns in the UK. But overall, I'd say it's been quite a positive experience. Sometimes it does get a bit hard doing online lectures and Zoom calls day in, day out. But at the end of the day, you realize that everyone else is in the same position as you, and you just need to find stuff to do that's outside of medicine. So coming to university as well, you realize how overwhelming medicine is, and that just makes it more and more important for you to find something to do outside of medicine. So for me personally, I like to play cricket and I like to go to the gym. So those are my two hobbies outside of medicine that help me de-stress and just clear my head sometimes. Another thing is that London is quite a diverse city. So I've really found it nice over here seeing people of many different backgrounds and different cultures. And it's been quite easy for me to fit in. But that being said, I do recognize that sometimes London can get a bit lonely and you do have to just be a bit more outgoing. But it's quite an amazing city and a lot to explore and has a lot of opportunities to offer. I think lastly, it's quite worth noting what opportunities, clubs, societies your university offers. So for UCL specifically, they have a medic student union called RUMS. So under that student union, there's clubs, there's sports, and there's societies. So I think that's really worth noting because for me personally, I quite enjoyed the fact that within RUMS, I could speak to medics from my year and from seniors, and it just really was really helpful for me transitioning from school to university.